Let's fight. Let's fight, Yana. Come on.
Didn't anticipate.
This is no longer a 1v1.
Don't interrupt the 1v1. Don't interrupt the 1v1, guys. Come on.
Oh no!
You're so mean to Raven.
You tried. You tried so hard.
How can you not die?
You tried so hard, my dude. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Raven here, and boy, do we have a juicy announcement today. The new champion for Paladins is releasing very soon. Now, like many others, I've obviously gotten my hands on her and tested what she's capable of. So today, we will be talking about none other than the Vampire Queen herself, Lilith.
Chaos! Chaos! Chaos!
I'm here to kill chaos. That's my mission. Looks like chaos has been waiting for us.
And this time, the Alucard intro is actually far more suitable because she's, well, literally a vampire. And as usual with these first impression videos, I'm here to find out if she truly does suck on the blood of all those poor fools who dare cross her path, or if she just sucks. Okay, I'm sorry, I know that was bad, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and with the primary fire we have on this bad girl, missing is fairly hard to do. Her primary fire is simply named Heart of Crimson. It shoots out a bolt of blood dealing 625 damage per shot and has a maximum of 4 ammo. Now why support would need this kind of DPS is beyond me. This of course is a fantastic primary fire and you can easily dish out more damage compared to even some of our low tier DPS characters. Now it is a projectile, so all you poor high ping having peasants such as I will probably suffer from a bad case of your shots vanishing into thin air. Then again, in Paladins, that's pretty standard. But now for a word from today's sponsor, Mech Arena. Do you like mech and mech related action games rewarding you for your skills as you progress? Well, boy, do we have a game for you today. Mech Arena is a 5v5 mech shooter that provides both a casual and competitive atmosphere with a variety of interesting maps and unique mechs to choose from. I'd have to say some of my favorites I've seen so far are Paragon, and yes, this is a mech you start off with, but I love how customizable and simple yet effective this mech is. It's pretty much a jack of all trades, and with proper equipment, you can make it really into anything. Arachnos is next on the line, and do I have to say much about it? I mean, just look at it. It's a giant metal spider. How can you not like it? It's a great anti-flank mech along with high DPS, making it pretty much a glass cannon. And last but not least, Lancer. Yes, this underrated frog-like boy does not get the love he deserves. At higher levels, he can easily compare to even the best mechs in the game while being able to get up to places that other mechs can only dream of. Mech Arena's got a ton happening this month, including Battle Pass Season 6, where you can get your hands on some amazing new skins and a bunch of other goodies. And if that's not enough, there's a ton of special events happening where you can get your hands on new weapons, skins, and a new pilot, Asami. Mech Arena's getting big, and that means bigger prizes, more competition, and more fun. The game is free to play out on Android and iOS right now, and you can use my personal link to get a Steel Reaper skin, 500 A-coins, and 70,000 credits. Along with that, if you're quick, who knows, you may even be able to add me to your friends list. Thank you Mech Arena for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to it. So her damage is solid. What about her healing? She is a support, of course, and you would think that that would be the reason you pick her.
It's false. No way. Not this time.
Well, her healing, compared to every other support we currently have, is one of the highest I've ever seen. Now, I'll give credit where it's due, she's not like your average Geno, seris, even Corvus. No, to get the most out of her healing, you actually need to play a certain way. So there definitely is a higher skill ceiling in terms of cooldown management and deployables, and on top of all that, the rest of Lilith's abilities will drain some of your HP bar from the blood bar that she has stacked onto her original HP bar. Knowing that, let's start off with the first source of healing, and her greatest one, Swarm. Lilith channels her inner Batman and, like the freak she is, tosses several live bats. And between you and me, I don't know where she keeps them either. Straight into her teammates or enemy's face. Now this sets up a Grok-like area heal in a 85 unit range. The duration is 4.25 seconds, and the Swarm has a charge-up rate if you hold Q. This charge-up rate consists of 3 stages. Stage 1 will heal for a 75 tick, Stage 2 for 105, and a fully charged Swarm will heal for 160. So the healing is fairly fairly solid. This skill itself will cost you 825 of your blood bar, and unless they nerf it again, the cooldown is 2 seconds. That's ridiculous. You can have your heal up at all times. There's no downtime for her heal, and she will definitely outperform most healers that rely on burst healing. Healers such as Furia, now sobbing uncontrollably in a corner. Good. Batgirl also has a Genos-like mark, which will heal your allies and her in the process. Or just slap that mark on your enemy and watch their health slowly drain as they scream in agony. Because we definitely need more supports that can do this. Oh, and did I mention they also get revealed?
Did you know that I can see you?
At least with Lilith, it kinda makes sense, as she is a vampire and you're sort of draining away their health while slowly filling up your own. That's some fine Kool-Aid. Red flavor. But I still don't like the idea of supports having passive damage that can't be dodged on such a low cooldown skill lasting for up to 10 seconds. Yeah, so basically up at all times? But really, the sustain on her right click is insane. Like, here's an example where I get healed off of my mark on Andrew, who just used his ultimate to do a ton of damage, and just keep an eye on my health bar. Not bad, not bad at all. Name another support that can burst heal themselves that fast. You can quit right now because there are none. For her escape, we have Death Wings. When used, Lilith leaps into the air, gaining air control, and will slam down into the ground, dealing a bit of damage if used again. Now this escape I actually quite like, because with a bit of tweaking you can pretty much emulate the Buck Bounce House playstyle. Only with even more damage and sustain? A tiny bit silly for a support if you ask me. Her ultimate, named ominously Blood Moon, not only gives Lilith 35% pure life rip, which means that Cauterize simply won't work on it, and that you get 600 HP back for every shot you land, but also gives Lilith a movement speed boost, jump height boost, constant health regen for 8 seconds, and apparently reveals enemies too? Yeah, that's just a little bit too much. It seems they decided to mash every ultimate they could think of into one champion. But hey, at least it has a cool effect.
Yo, does your ult reveal people or not? Because it says reveal.
Yes, it does.
Only two.
Yeah, it's a really good ult.
Why bother with a Gixie ult then?
So at the end of the day, she's just a tank that can heal? Well, yeah. I mean, there's no better way to describe her. Azan 2.0 in female form.
Why are you're just always healing yourself? I don't understand.
In fact, she's kind of better than Azan when fighting against Azan.
Azan is inside my wall.
Okay. Of course, everything can change with time, and she might be a bit different in the live version, but this is how she came across in her current form. I mean, she can simply push through the enemy team with her ultimate and survive everything being thrown at her.
Raven, push that, Raven. Raven, push it.
You want me to?
You can.
Okay, let's go.
I don't know why, but
That works. 1 million just broken for
I
her.
pushed it.
On to her talents. Now, unlike a lot of champions and paladins, with Lilith, we actually have 3 viable talents, each providing a pretty decent change to your overall playstyle, without that huge drawback that most other champions have. First one up is Curse the Cord. It is fairly straightforward and the one clearly meant for a more classic healer experience. You do 25% less damage, but decrease the blood cost of your abilities by 35%, along with an overall 15% healing increase both to allies and herself. Now, the last part about self-heal is a bit overkill, but sure, we will allow it. This is the main talent I run while playing her, and the one I'd recommend the most. For her second talent, we have Maelstrom of Carnage. A cheeky little reference to Grok there.
Hear my battle cry of fury! Woo!
Nice, nice. Lilith casts the cloud on herself and it moves with her. Your ability cost is decreased by 25%, while the radius is increased by 30%. This is just a straight up buff to one of your primary skills.
this was a fun game.
And one that's on an already low cooldown, so it's a completely unique playstyle without actually sacrificing anything? I like this. This is actually a good direction. For her last but not least talent, we have Murderous Intent. A little spooky sounding, but what does it do? Well, it decreases the projectile size you fire by 20%. However, it now pierces enemies, dealing more damage for each subsequent enemy hit. This increases by 90 damage each, functioning sort of like a Ying focusing lens damage buff, but Not really, you gain the ability to just spam through enemies dealing more damage while again not sacrificing your basic kit. Nice! Honestly, with the talents you can go with any of them. They all serve a certain purpose but still allow you to fulfill your role as a support. Now as for the loadout, I wish I could say the same. If you don't count the ones that are made simply to have fun and you only care about being effective, I'd say it's worth going for something like this. Blood Cannon 5, Symbiotic Relationship 5, Waning Moon 3, and both Blood Sense with Sheer Ascent at 1. Blood Cannon will straight up give you a health boost to the health bar that actually matters, while taking away a bit from the one you don't really care about. Symbiotic Relationship will increase the healing tick rate on allies by 20%, while taking 20% more of your blood bar. So here we start to see that negative effect add-on coming back into play, but Waning Moon reduces that negative effect by 15%, if an ally is marked before using swarms. So why even have negative effects in the first place if you just add counters to them? Sheer Ascent adds a bit more vertical movement for that extra mobility boost, but now as for the last card, Blood Sense? I have never seen such a broken card at level 1. With this card you reveal any marked enemy to your entire team. This card should simply not exist.
Wait, I can use that thing on him when he's invis. That's so broken.
The invis champions.
Yeah, you don't even need to illuminate. You can just spam it and hit them. What?
Yeah, I don't understand the obsession with revealing the few champions that depend on being stealth to actually do anything. You already give them extremely loud sound cues for when they uncloak.
Oh, come on.
Holy.
It's not so bad.
We have Illuminate, which is just a joke of an item, and tons of champions with a reveal function or AoE skill like Fernando's Flamethrower. What is up with the invisible champion hate?
Why am I still getting hate?
All rants aside, this loadout will turn you from a strong support into a support/tank monster. With how overpacked her entire kit is, along with her cards and talents, you'd think our friendly Batgirl was holding the entire dev team at high-res hostage.
A ticking bomb.
Holy breaking and entering! It's Batgirl!
Quick, Batgirl, untie us.
I've worked for you a long time and I'm paid less than Robin. Equal pay for men and women.
No time for jokes, Batgirl.
It's no joke.
For her items, you'd probably want to go with Haven, Veteran before anything else, honestly, with Veteran being absolutely busted on her considering it actually increases your secondary health bar. And since it's percentage-based, well, that number can go pretty high.
Veteran increases her blood bar. Nice.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's a blood.
I mean, that's...
The main goal is just to make her as tanky as possible, to the point where you simply don't take damage and can just be a third tank. A third tank which can also heal. Wonderful!
What do you mean? I'm a normal support in Paladins with 4,456 HP. Is this a problem?
So, who's she great against? Well, pretty much any flanker, which is kind of sad considering the entire point was to kill supports like her. But hey, sure, whatever. Just negate the class that's supposed to counter you completely. Why not? Or anyone else that tries to fight you at close range. She's just too strong, too much sustain and health.
Another buck counter, is that what I'm seeing?
It counters everything. It's basically uncauterizable lifesteal.
All of this self-sustain and healing combined makes her pretty much immune to most damage-based ultimates. She's literally immortal.
Okay, Kata, what are you... Is Kata even here? I'm pretty sure he just deafened himself.
I'm not sure.
I'm not the target. Trust me, I'm not the target for you, my friend.
Sorry, I just wanted to kill you.
You can't kill me. You literally can't, man.
Yeah, because you didn't take damage from the old even.
Yeah, I have too much health.
He just lasers everybody.
Interesting.
He really just doesn't take damage. Yo,
Zero damage.
What?
He really doesn't take damage.
Zero damage.
Can someone explain what just happened?
Oh, no.
The guillotine.
I told you not to ult me and you keep doing it. I don't know how to explain it to you.
And sure, it might be fitting for her character as an undead abomination, but come on! What's up with the sustained meta love for the past 2 years? So what could possibly counter her ridiculously long health bar? Well, how about another abomination that was even more broken on release?
What? Yes.
Yup, Yagarath. Or well, any execute ultimate for that matter. As with many characters like this, Azan, the best counter remains the same, to just one-shot them, and the kind devs at Evil Mojo have provided us with many characters that can do just that. From Pip to Moji to Drogos, we got them all, and stocks are going straight to the moon. Honestly, at this point in the game's existence, the current double tank sustain meta, you kind of have to have one of these bad boys in your team. So there's never been a greater time than now to dust off that old Drogos icon and give him a spin. For the good old days. And then remember why you quit playing such champions, as you get blasted by the infinite amount of counters who are still in the game. A pity.
Okay, I definitely collided with Makoa's hitbox there.
Visually, she looks quite pleasing. Love the whole gothic Transylvania vibes.
It's right here, look. Look at her.
Show me what she does.
Look, she does a bite.
Ooh, Baka.
No.
Little bit on the Joker side, though, don't you think?
What are you, some kind of furry? You're the one here wearing an animal suit.
The sound design is...
What?
Oh, what?
Look, tomato sauce.
okay, nothing too incredible. And the voice actor?
A blood moon rises!
Did a pretty good job. Although I really don't like the whole reverb sound effect they started to add. It really just kind of ruins the voice lines. If I wanted to listen to an overproduced mumble rap, I'd go to SoundCloud. Just not my thing. But who knows, maybe some of you will like it. The lore on our Batgirl is a bit longer this time around, but it's just a carbon copy of every single Abyss-related character before her. Lost a fight, Abyss offers powers, she accepts.
You haven't been taken to the edge yet.
The edge of what?
The Abyss. The place where you don't care anymore. Where all hope dies.
I've said it many times before, and I'll say it again. The lore in Paladins has just been thrown out the window at this point. I really don't think there's a huge focus on it anymore, and from what I've seen, the community-made lore is about 10 times better compared to the actual story, but that's a topic for another day. In conclusion, she's our first ever official support tank, a literal support tank. She can currently fill as a tank while still healing her entire team.
Why is Pulse invincible again?
And my first rating for Lilith is definitely 10 out of 10 rabies infected bats. I don't like it, nerf it to the ground. You see, this is personal. They just combined the two major problems I think Paladins has. Tanks and supports. They mashed it up into one single thing. This is Raven repellent right here. I miss the good old days of actually having to play supports and tanks carefully, knowing better than to simply walk at an enemy DPS with half of your brain already asleep from the sheer boredom you experience while playing said characters. But hey, I'm not the devs. Beggars can't be choosers. Can we?
I gave you the emote.
Ah! You did it! You made it!
That's all there is to say about our new Gotham City resident, and may she make Arkham City a safer place.
Oh, hello.
No.
Nice.
I'm sorry. Just peeked you in the window and shut you down, bro.
As for me, I'd like to shout out my patrons. 10K, Tried I Repeat, and the rest of the lovely people in the description below. I'd also like to announce that we do in fact have a Discord server where we host game nights, giveaways, hang out in game, or just general chat. So if you're looking for a friendly gaming community to join, hop on over. We already got the tea on the kettle, we're making pies, man. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. The link for that will be in the description below as well. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've sacrificed my future sleep for you, as after playing this abomination, I'll most likely be waking up in cold sweat from the upcoming nightmares. So you better repay me by hitting that like and subscribe button if you still haven't. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.